direct manner that they're supposed to be. And then pull that one. And just make sure this one's angled the right way, I think. Just like that. So now what you can do is you can come in here and you can cut all your leads. Just like that. Because it's so hard to cut that, I gotta come back in here and space that back out. That one's spaced out. Make sure it's angled just a little more. There we go. Alright, now check that out, guys. 2 Nano Dragon coils, built and angled precisely. As you can see here, 2 Nano Dragon coils built. One there, one there. So now what we're going to do, it's focus on. So now what we're going to do is we're going to test fire them again. Make sure the connections are made. Make sure everything's good. Ooh, see? That's why you test fire them. So you can see what's going on. So you can take your tweezers. You can come in here, tighten these bad boys up. Tighten that bad guy up. See if he fires right this time. Oh, right there, ladies and gentlemen. 2 Nano Dragon coils firing from the inside out. Nice and bright. Let's show you people on Thomas's iPhone. 2 Nano Dragon coils. There's Thomas in the background. 2 Nano Dragon coils firing from the inside out. Perfect. That's how you want it. And you guys are probably wondering, oh, why is it steaming? Why is it steaming? Is that bad? No, it's just we had a little bit of water left in there from cleaning them. It's fine. As you can see, cools down, fires up just perfectly fine. So now what we're going to do, I'll set Thomas's phone back on. So now what we're going to do is we're going to show you guys how to wick this. It's actually very intriguing way to wrap a coil. Most people, you're used to wrapping your coil, putting the coil through, or the wick through the coil, and it's not the case with the Nano Dragons. What you're going to do, take off a decent piece of your cotton wick here, pretty much just kind of bunch it up all together, make sure it's nice and easy to pull through. What you're going to do is you're going to take this end, and it's going to go underneath the bottom of your coil. So it's going to go underneath your coil. You're going to take your coil, or your whatever you're using to build your coil is what I find is the easiest to use. You're going to take the wick, and you're going to pull the wick right on through, just like that. Okay, bam, just like that. You're going to take this part of your wick, the part you just pulled through, bring it back over so it fits right in between these two posts. See that? And you're saying, well, why did I just build the coil if no air can escape from the coil? Well, my friends, that's where you're mistaken. Because what happens is you leave this side of the coil. I don't know if you can see it, but you leave that side of the coil exposed. Everybody on Thomas's iPod, you leave that side of the coil exposed. And what happens is you take, and this long lead of cotton that we had just pulled through, go ahead and cut that right there, about even with the drip well. And then take this other piece that we just had and kind of maneuver it around. So that way it makes kind of a cotton cloud over here in the corner, just for storing liquid. It's nothing big other than just storing some e-liquid. That's all that's gonna do. Is just store some e-liquid. That's all that side's for. Right? And so now you've got one side of your nice little cotton cloud kind of built, kind of set up there. Nice and tidy. 20% battery remaining, so I should finish this fast. I'm going to take another side, another nice decent sized piece of cotton, kind of pull it into a point on one side. I'm going to do the same thing. Go through the bottom. Same thing on the other coil. Repeat process. That's all it is. Do it and repeat. I'm going to pull it through. I'll pull it back over, right between those two posts. Make sure that coil is uncovered on that side there. And then still make sure that this one is uncovered on this side here. Which it is. So now we've got two coils uncovered. You're going to take that lead again, like we did before. And take it and you're going to cut it about even with the drip well. And you're going to push that down and underneath. So it kind of just stays there. Now make sure, because you're leaving this side uncovered by the wick, make sure you kind of push down in front of it so that that cotton cloud that you're creating isn't really in the way of the wick, or in the way of the coil itself from pushing out the vape. And then we just take this and put this underneath here. And put it underneath here. What you can do is you can cut off the excess. You can take this wick, kind of just push it in like this. Just like that. Boom, boom, boom. And then make sure, again, that you push down in front of the coil, where that is. And again, make sure you don't cover your coils. An easy way, as Rip Tripper himself, again, stated that you can do this is get a couple dabs of e-liquid on there just to moisten them up, and they actually become way more malleable. Actually, when I was doing my build on mine, I did this and it made it really easy for me to maneuver my wick around. So yeah, that's about it right there. Both ends of my Dragon Nano coils that I wanted uncovered are uncovered and facing up. Both sides that I wanted covered are covered and facing towards the bottom of the drip well. So what you're looking for here is when you fire it, you're looking for two streams of vape that are going to go one this way, one that way. So that way it kind of looks like a dragon's nose spewing out smoke. So let's see if we get that. Right there. Now see, when you look at mine and do it, it's the same thing. Two nice little clouds of vape. So that's about done. So I'm going to add a couple more drops to it so it's not dry. Add a couple more. And then we're going to take a hit here. Again, just make sure your air holes are lined up where your coils are. And right there, ladies and gentlemen, you have it. It's the new dual Nano Dragon coil build. By far one of the simplest and most effective coil builds that I've seen. I mean, it's nothing too spectacular, but I mean, the flavor's immense. The vape's hellacious. I think I'm gonna switch to bigger air holes, more than likely. Again, more air, more vape. But that's brought to you by me, Charles Sloan. And it's my buddy Thomas's mod. It's the same thing as mine. It's purple. It's the K101. The XL Nimbus clone, cotton wick, and what is it? Freaking 28 gauge Canthal wire with the Sony 30 amp 18650 1600 batteries. Got all this at bvapehappy.com. Do a plug-in for them. bvapehappy.com. They got some really cool stuff. This is one of their cloud chasing mods that you can actually buy from them and use, and it's just phenomenal. It works. It's real good. Other than that, man, that's about it for me. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you guys build the coil, how it works. Other than that, just be safe and just keep on vaping.